YouTube, how's it going? Alright, so second video of the day. Yeah, I'm wearing the same outfit, so thought I'd put that out there. Is hair, back on the main topic of my video channel. Right now, as you can see, I'm sporting single braids. I've had them in for probably about 2 months now, which is short for me. Normally I have them in for at least 3 just to get like a solid inch of growth. But my hair has been growing like a weed, so I don't know if you can tell, but this is all growth from the past 2 months. So it's about time for them to come out. My job requires, well, all 3 of my jobs require that I have my hair up in a ponytail, and when it starts to hurt is when the braids gotta go. So, which is usually about an inch with growing. So until I know my work schedule for next week, I plan on just kind of working up to taking my braids out. I don't know. I'm still kind of learning the whole hair thing, and I don't like to have them out for too long, especially I've got like a new dude in my life and I don't want to scare him away or anything. So, and being a waitress, appearance is pretty much everything. So when you're not quite secure with your hair, I don't know, it's just easier to be in braids. So as part of my build up to taking my braids out, I figured I'd walk you through the stages. The first part is obviously washing your hair only once the week before, just because, as gross as it may sound, you want as much oil in there as you can, just because when it's dry and clean and you've been washing it like consistently, like you should every three or 4 days, the hair tends to like shrink and cannot mat at the roots, which is not something that makes taking braids out easy, and ends up with breakage and a lot of shed hair that shouldn't be. So what I like to do is, one, not wash my hair for the full week before we can take braids out. I'm sure at some point next week I'm going to take them out. I haven't washed my hair since Wednesday, so this is a good time to kind of think about not doing it again. The second thing I'm using is coconut oil. Good old trusty friend coconut oil. So every natural hair vlogger, blogger, YouTuber will tell you coconut oil is your best friend. So this is something I'm recently adding. I've only used it once before, and I really liked the effect it had, and my hair felt really nice afterwards. So this is something, my braids will probably be out for like 2 or 3 days, so just to get kind of like a rest period. So I'll probably be using a lot of this during that time too. And this I just bought at a health food store. I know normally I'm not a big health food store person either. You can probably get it at the grocery store as well. Bulk Barn would have it. Even some hair stores, I mean, if they have like a really large ethnic aisle, would have it. Because those are the people that generally use it in their hair. Yeah, so essentially, I'm just going to show you what I do in the build-up. So I'm just going to grab a bowl. And I'm just sitting at a coffee table, which is fine. I'm going to use the webcam as my mirror, which is not ideal, but whatever. And I should have grabbed a spoon. So I'm just bowl, glass, so you can all see. And my roommate is watching. And that's probably more than enough in comparison to my finger at a fingernail depth. I'll probably end up putting some of this in a jar just because I wouldn't want to pour it back in here, put my fingers right in here, just because I'm going to try to start cooking with this as well. It's really good for growing hair and nails, as well as just keeping your skin moisturized, as opposed to taking like a fish oil supplement. This is just good to kind of incorporate into your food. Smells good. Everybody loves coconut in their food and the smell. So, and then essentially what you want to do is just work it between your braids to start with your fingers in all the spaces, and then into the base of every braid, which can be a little bit time consuming, But when you think about the fact that it'll probably trim an hour off of taking your braids out, it's super, super worth it. And then I like to rub a little on my hands and then work it into the part of the braid that has hair in it. And you can pull all the way through for shine, but the most important part is the top where you have hair. And see, even in the video you can tell the difference. And yeah, so you just continue along and work it through. And a big part of like what I'm trying to kind of achieve through these videos and through my own learning process on YouTube and on the internet is like a realistic approach to hair, coming from like a community of farmers and blonde girls. I mean, really, really like, I don't know, kinky hair or smelly hair or things that are wet and greasy, like just, they don't work. So the nice thing about this is everybody loves coconut, so the smell isn't going to bother anyone. Your hair looks shiny, not wet, because it's in braids for one, and two, coconut oil is not heavy, so it's not something that's going to make you look icky. Yeah, I said icky. And three, it's something that anybody can use in their hair. So when I went to the health food store, I had, what is Sam? Is she like Italian?
What?
Sam, is she like Italian? What would you say her background is?
She's, I think Irish or something.
Irish? She's European? Okay, well I had a European friend with dark brown hair, very fair skinned, also buy it. She's going to cook with it. And she was considering putting it in her hair too. So it's something that not just the black crowd uses.
Some shea butter.
Some shea butter. Yeah, not like shea butter. So you work it in. This usually takes me anywhere from 5 to 10. I spend a little bit more time on the front just because I have a bad habit of playing with the braids at the front, pulling on the roots, twisting them around when I'm bored, that sort of thing, which is good if you like dreads. Unfortunately, that's not the look I'm going for. So those ones are why I separated them out a little bit more. And yeah, just make sure you get every part of your scalp. Make sure you're working it in. And then just a massage. Alright, and pull it through. Now, the nice thing is, if you put this in really heavy and you wash your hair right afterwards, it has kind of a conditioning effect just because it is oil-based. You can't remove all of it with just one wash, so if you just lightly shampoo with something that's not super stripping, you'll end up with nice, lightly oiled hair. Which is always ideal. I have one of these silly little curls at the front and my baby hairs. So yeah, that's kind of the first stage of taking out single braids. This also kind of refreshes them a little bit during the really fluffy stage, gets them to last a little bit longer. So say I were to decide I didn't want to take them out for another 2 or 3 weeks, it isn't going to happen because once my mind gets set on it, it's like a ticking time bomb. I'll stay up all night if I have to take them out. Yeah, this is not something that like you can't keep in your hair or you can't keep doing over and over again. Like it doesn't have any negative effects, so you're fine to just do it 2, 3, 4, 20 times. Doesn't have any negative effects. And yeah, so hopefully my next video will be the actual taking out video. I'm hoping no more than like 3 days or so. So we'll see. Anyways, see you around.